Hello everyone, this is Janet from Mixed Media Mama. OMG. I have done it again and it is over the moon now. I just wanted to come and share with you this golden luxury of stuff that I have just really, well, there just isn't words to describe it. I'm just going to tell you a little bit more about it. What I did is that I took a course, an online course from Didi Catron. She's the owner and creative director of the company Wow Studio. And I will put all of her links below. But on this was making rust goodness out into paper goods, into fabric fiber goods and things like this. And so I followed directions and I did, and Didi, it came out better than I ever thought. Oh my gosh, I could not believe. And the great thing about it is that my husband was going to throw away all of that rustedness, all of those rusted pieces. Oh my gosh, I struck gold when I went to go find. Being a farm wife, you just find all kinds of great stuff. It was like I had died and gone to heaven. It was just great. So I definitely will be doing this again. So enough chit chatter. I want to show you what I had did. So I basically did some doilies, and this is probably, these are really dark. These are just cotton doilies, and homemade. I did know the person who did. I think it was probably my grandmother. And okay, all of you people who are sentimentalist, I am too, but there's just a line that I draw. I just have certain things that I keep from grandma, and I knew that she wouldn't care, but can you just imagine these in a journal? And I'm not even showing you all of it either. So I cut up a tablecloth. It was actually a bed sheet. It was just, no, this was a tablecloth. And look at this. Now on the camera, it's going to show you probably more browns, but in real life, it is the color of rust. It is a wonderfulness. And, oh, and ladies, gents, I'm telling you, this is the course. If this kind of gets you going and very excited. Now, this is just a Walmart tea towel, if you can understand that. That's really what this is kind of a Walmart tea towel. But look at that pattern. That is just wonderful. And of course, this is cheesecloth. Now, all put together, you can see all of that. But as I spread it out, it's going to look really, really nice on a white piece of paper. Or let me see if I can pull something up here. I hope I don't get too much, but you can kind of see that. But as I put it, as it is a one thing, that is just luscious. Oh, Didi, this was so much fun. This is just a piece of a pillowcase, the lace off of a pillowcase. And here's a piece of wool. You had said that you tried on wool. I got some really nice wool from our local fabric store, and this was interesting. This must have had a different I don't know, it felt like it was silk, to tell you the truth, but it wasn't. So the edging and the intricacy of the embroidery, that's what picked it up, not this. So that was really interesting. I will do to note to self, of course, I just love, and of course, you're not seeing, it is a much more, it looks like it's kind of a light tan, maybe, for you, but no, it is rusted. It is much darker in real life. Some more tea towels. Here is silk. I just happen to have some silk pieces of ribbon, and I could not believe they were probably the first thing that took on all of of this. And so, of course, laces and some more. This was around some more cheesecloth. This was around maybe a nail or something. But here, hey, Dee Dee, I could not believe when I went through my stash what I found. You had talked about this, and I can't remember the word that you called it. It was kind of a woolish, this is the stuff that goes before it goes into the yarn. Well, I found some and I just kind of did what, but look at the difference of how it really soaked up. I'm going to try to see if you can, yeah, see that? I cannot wait. I cannot wait. In fact, there are some that is not, I may go back and redo some more, but that was really interesting. And of course, I did all kinds of strings. All this was twines and strings that I did, and I wrapped around all of the other. The course was so easy. I said I could do it. Now, I live in Nebraska, and Dee Dee, I know you have drier weather where you live, but we don't. We have, it's October here, and it's kind of hard to get a really nice sunny day. So what I did is that I followed the course, and it takes a little while for it to cure, and I'm going to say, but I did a little bit different, and I hung my things out once it got this pattern on. Now, this is my favorite piece, because one of my rusted bits was a big, huge, I'm talking 12 to 14 circumference, rusted out calf pan. And it had pieces gone, and it was delicious, just delicious. So I just put everything in, did my thing, and this was on the bottom, Dee Dee. Could not believe it. So this really was just kind of a table runner, and I wanted it to be that way, but look at this. Can you not just see this as a bag for a journal? Oh, wow. And I have 3 pieces of this. Exactly. It is just luscious, just luscious. So I did try it on a piece of lace. Now this would be something kind of a table runner that you would put over a sheet, or on a buffet maybe. And it really only took wherever you had said, wherever it was touching. And but I still love it. I think I might have to redo that. But it still had a little bit on the side, so that's not, but here's the paper, and I was really excited. I did my fair share of tags, but look at that. You just can't make this up. I mean, I don't care how much you try to ink your tags. It just doesn't come out this goodness. Look at that. And my husband, I told him I was going to be doing this. I told him I was going to go looking into our machine shop. You can just kind of tell that is a piece. Isn't that just lovely? And he had to go through my bucket just to make sure it wasn't part of his. And it's a whole story. That is a whole nother story, but it was funny. We had our laughs but you can just see that was a really long screw. And I took your advice in a lot of things, Dee Dee, so I just want to show you. I had we have baling wire around here. It's the same stuff that would go around small square bales of hay and alfalfa, and so we had some extra rusted baling wire. I cut it up into a nice, and that's what this was. And then I found little pins that were rusted. Oh, it was just fun. I will definitely do this again and get my stash going, because a lot of these things, now these are just old vintage. This one is an old vintage page, and this one is just basically, I would not say it's too vintage, dictionary page. And of course, this is a piece of watercolor paper. Now, I thought that this would really soak it up because that's what watercolor paper is made out of and made for, is really to do. But I thought that the vintage papers, and here's just a ledger, and you can kind of see the ledger, really did it a little bit better. So I'm going to have to play around with that watercolor paper again for my next batch. And isn't that just cute? Cute, cute. And so I'm just going to show you this now. And of course, I had to pull in some flashcards. I think that is beautiful because this flashcard was already naturally aged. And so I put this, I did the whole shebangy here, and I couldn't believe how much it does, especially, you know, if you find really good stuff. And of course, more dictionary pages. Let me do that, but oh. And here again, it's only gonna, maybe it's gonna, yeah, it kind of looks like it is a little rusty for you, but when it looks like a little rusty for you, it's really, really rusty on my end of it. It is just a really, the color is just very vivid, and I cannot, so I took some very old vintage, some out of a grass book. You know, I have a lot of entomology and grass books, and but I couldn't believe, isn't that just luscious? Just luscious. And it's really interesting. I'd like to know why it has a little bit more darker, and it just must be a certain type, or maybe this is what was still on the item that I set it on. I mean, I don't know, but I found it very interesting. Some areas had really light, dark, and really almost like a burgundy in my looks here. I thought that was just so. Hey, and here is another thing. You had said, Dee Dee, that this is just basic. It's not tissue paper. It's deli wrap. You know, it's the deli wrap. I get mine from Costco. And yeah, you're absolutely right. It took it like a champ. I could not believe it. I did not have a license plate, but I had another piece of tin rusted out. And wow. So I just have to come and tell you and show you. I will put the link to the course that I did. It was Dee Dee Catron. I so apologize for messing that up. But Dee Dee, you rock in my world. Man, this has changed a lot of things in some of how I do my journals, and I cannot wait to play and put these on my wall pieces. Oh goodness, my head is just streaming. So I just wanted to come and show you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for all of your subscribes. Thank you for all of your likes. I cannot wait to see how of your comments. And you guys really do fuel and inspire me. Your comments really, I go looking for those comments, and I do. If you have any ideas that you would like to see, please put them into the comment. I would definitely will look into and see and take in mind of what your questions, answers, comments, and things like that. So like this video, I will have this onto my YouTubes, and definitely into connect with Dee Dee, and I will have everything down below, all her information. So please, thank you. I so appreciate you guys, and have a great day. Be safe out there. Take care. Bye.